Self-motivation is the only kind there is. I was reading a book when I came across this statement, and I had to pause to think for quite a while because it spoke against everything I believed until then. You see, I'd been watching many motivational speakers and had become what I could call a motivational speaker junkie. So this odd statement took a huge toll on me. And the irony of it coming from a book I would classify under motivational non-fiction, it made the pill even harder to swallow. And it wasn't long though before I saw and began to greatly appreciate the truth in the above words. Motivation, just like self-image or self-worth, it comes from within. Indeed, other people may help you become aware of certain good things about you, but it's only when you fully accept them that you yourself begin to live up to them and exhibit them to an even greater extent. Inside of you is a switch that no one else has access to, by which you can power on and off your positive energy and make decisions that will help you to get on with life. Of course, it's important to listen to inspirational talks and watch seminars and read good books, but what is more important is what you do after gathering the powerful information meant to help you. People sometimes say that their lives were changed by a book they read, but they're usually not telling the whole story, because behind the scenes of that miraculous change of mind, change of attitude and change of behavior was a lot of inside work. Many times we tend to wait on other people, or rather demand that they make us feel good. And this is an absolutely disastrous approach. It weighs down on the other person who also has their struggles within, and it sets everyone up for major disappointment. Be that your partner, your spouse, your friend, work colleague, or parent, they can't fully carry on the responsibility of validating and complimenting and making you feel good. They were not designed for that, because inside you are the necessary tools to do that. You only need to look hard enough. Here's a funny thing I observed concerning human behavior. People want to help those that seem least likely to need it. Be needy and see how people flee from you. So, for instance, a disabled person, for example, takes it upon himself to do the best he can despite the disability, tends to get people wanting to sponsor him or help him get along, while the one that turns to beg for the same doesn't get much of the attention that he desires. And it's the same thing when it comes to being needy for validation from other people. You, in fact, you make them reluctant to give it to you. So then what should we do? Own your self-confidence, your peace of mind, and your happiness in general. These things are too expensive to outsource. You are who you believe and say you are, and by all means, raise the standard and believe you are stronger and more powerful and more successful than what other people think you are. But only you know those dreams that you have. And when you tell them to other people who don't believe in them as much as you do, they will only hinder your progress. So why give them that very important role of telling you what you can and cannot achieve? You know, maybe your parents didn't give you the love, the affection, and the affirmation that you believe you deserved as a child. But know this, people can only give what they have. And so it might be time to let that go and to come to the realization that the parents or the caregivers probably did the best they could under the circumstances they had. Most parents do that. And with the same understanding, decide that you will fill up your inner peace with love, and maybe get an intense self-development program, choose to say affirmations, do meditation, and give yourself and your loved ones that which was never given to you. Quite possibly, you chose to live out what's been happening in your life. Or even more so, maybe you've been chosen to be in the situation that you're in, to live this beautiful life. and you've been chosen to make that change today.